my beautiful people, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. I appreciate your visit. So it's your girl Tastee. If you could like this video and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified of when I post my videos, you can hit the bell notification that is right by the subscribe button and go up to all. So I'm going to do my best to upload every week. The way that I'm uploading this week's spread, it's a self-love spread also, by the way, is based off of the views from last week. So I feel like I'm going to do that for a little bit. Sometimes I feel called to do a particular sign, so, you know, nothing's really set in stone. But I do like that idea, you know, just having the order go by based off of who have the most views. So if you want to have your video in the earlier week, you know, share your video. Etc., etc. So it's going to be a self-love spread. If the story does not resonate with you, because there's a lot of Libras out there, check out other signs in your chart. If it does resonate with you, that is very beautiful, and I hope you're able to receive the message that's for you. So before we get started, we're going to pull positive affirmation cards. Then we're going to do tarot, and the tarot hits something you should love about yourself, where you should be more patient with yourself, where you should be more kind to yourself, and then the energy you should focus on, slash overall advice. And then we're going to pull oracle cards at the end. So before we get started on this actual spread, I would like for us to list two things that you absolutely love about yourself. They can be small things or they could be little things. Small things or little things. Well, what's the difference, Tasty? They could be small things or big things. So, you know, you can love the way, you know, you smack your lips. Or you can love the little, you know, dimple that's on the left side of your cheek or something. You feel me? Anything. Because self-love is so important. And I feel like genuinely, it's not the only thing that matters, but it is really, really important. It's priority. Your self-love is priority. You deserve to love yourself, period, poo. Like, for reals. So list two things, think about it, two things that you absolutely love about yourself. Come on, be kind to yourself, baby. Because you most definitely deserve your love. So for me, I love my work ethic. I feel like, you know, for the things that I'm really serious about, I work really hard at it. And then I also love my style. I feel like it's pretty unique, you know, like it's different. I don't see many people who look like me or who dress like me or who do the things that I do. And I appreciate my ability to be able to stand out, you know? So it's like, why are you trying to fit in when you're literally born to stand out, bro? So I hope you listed two things you love about yourself. Like I said, you deserve to love yourself, boo. So let's go ahead and get started with the spread. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. I appreciate you for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. So what positive affirmation card would you like to start my Libras off with? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? What positive affirmation card would you like to start my Libras off with? Oh, so I accept my uniqueness trying to come out, which is really interesting to me because, yeah, accepting yourself. All right. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Boom. Y'all saw that? It flew out. They said, all right, I'm going to show you clearly, baby. So it says the past is over. So it says this is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and I enjoy each and every moment. That is so beautiful. It's very difficult. I struggle with this myself, you know, just staying present in the now, what's happening right now, because in reality, you can't have a better past. You cannot change your past. The past is literally the past, you know. So it's like accepting what has happened, accepting what you did, accepting what others have done, and just moving forward, seeing what you could have learned, seeing how it could have bettered you, seeing what skills you could, or thought patterns you could take for you not to really go through that again, and just releasing it. And then the future is not promised. You don't know if you're going to have a tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to have a next year. So really all you have is right now. So doing your best to enjoy, embrace, and experience what you're going through right now is extremely, extremely important. Not allowing for your past to seep into your right now. Not allowing for your past to seep into your future. So that's beautiful. So let's go ahead and start on your actual spread. So thank you so very much, Spirit. What is something that my Libras should love about themselves? Can you show me clearly what is something that my Libras should love about themselves? Show me clearly, please. So something you should love about yourself is the Ace of Swords. This is really beautiful with the Nine of Cups, you guys. This talks about your ability to legit not only channel. So some of y'all may be like really intuitive, like you're able to channel messages, but this talks about clear communication. This talks about having a clear mind, seeing things clearly. You see things clearly, you speak with truth, you speak with integrity when it comes to just who you are, the gifts that you have, how talented you are, etc., etc. So it's almost like, you know, you see clearly what your gifts can do for this world. But it's really interesting, even because it's almost like a going back and forth. Because you see with that black bird that's right there, that's almost look, that black bird sometimes can like get in the way of this light right here. This light is just like the light that's within you, your own skills, your own talents, your own gifts. Sometimes that bird can block that light that you feel when you're feeling like you're just having an open mind when it comes to the things that you want to do in your life, and it makes you feel like, you know, it makes you feel stuck sometimes. It makes you feel like it's difficult for you to make decisions. And y'all, that black bird could be anything. It could be your past thoughts. It could be, you know, people from your past, a version of your past self, you know, et cetera, that kind of gets in the way of you feeling like you can't necessarily see clearly, or you feeling like you can't really trust yourself, even though you know you can trust yourself. However, there are certain things, or trust the things that you're going to create, etc., even though sometimes you have those days that do kind of make you lose focus a little bit on the things that you are putting into this physical world. You see that Two of Pentacles, like the things that she thinks about is brought down into this physical world. Sometimes like what you focus on, I feel like maybe you just think too much about it, because that Queen of Swords, if you see her cup, you know, it's kind of locked up and chained up, and her sword is on her side now. So this is the Ace of Swords. This is the Queen of Swords. So it's just like, sometimes you may possibly think too much, you know, but and it could close off your heart. But I do feel like that's only when you overthink things, to where you just fear overthinking, or you fear being stuck and indecisive. Because like I said, the Ace of Swords is like you seeing things clearly. Like you don't even have to really see things. Her eyes is closed, you know, so you just know, things, you know the truth. You have a very open mind. And Nine of Cups, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of talents, you have a lot of gifts, you know. You understand what it is that you want to create your own gold mine. But there are certain things that do sometimes stand in your way, when it comes to you just doubting yourself. Like I said, some of y'all is past people. Some of y'all is just things that you've accepted in your past, and you're just like, can I really, really break away from, you know, that person, or break away from things that I've been through in my past. But the fact that you are able to see things clearly, you're a very calculated person. So it's just like you don't necessarily just take risks. You're a very open-minded person, but you're not going to just go jump off a bridge. You're going to jump off a bridge if you're going to land in cotton candy, or you're going to land in something soft. You feel me? But you're not going to just go out there and like die, you know? So with these, I don't know if y'all can really see the numbers and stuff, you really calculate things. But like I said, sometimes you can over-calculate, and it makes it difficult for you to truly take action or trust in the decisions that you make, because you think too much. But the fact that you are very calculated with your own thought process and the things that you do is very, very beautiful, and something that you should love about yourself, because you're always thinking of what this action will do, what would those results be, etc. And a lot of people don't do that. So it's just like you're kind of mindful of, you know, how you can live your best life without necessarily hindering or hurting other people. So that's really cool. So let's see where you can be more patient with yourself at. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, she just knows things, you guys. Like, she don't even have to really see things to know things, but she knows. Like, this is a visionary. Like, this person can see things and then make steps to get the thing that they see, to build their gold mine, except to build things, period. You know, you see that staircase? You know, so this is beautiful. You unlock different levels in your own brain, you know, so that's really, really cool. That's very, very exciting. And I say she We're all made up of masculine and feminine energy, so just be mindful of that. I say she because it's a girl on that picture. So the next card is where you should be more patient with yourself. Can you show me clearly where my Libra should be more patient with themselves? OMG, look, Libra energy's at the bottom of the deck. So this Two of Pentacles just talks about being patient with the thoughts that are in your head. You know, the things that you are bringing down into this physical world. Asking yourself, you know, should I still be attached to? You know, because I see that this Four of Pentacles being here with this Justice card at the bottom of the deck. The Justice card is you. This is Libra energy. This talks about making your wrongs right. It talks about apologizing. It talks about your standards. It talks about the things you accept and don't accept. It talks about taking responsibility for your choices. It talks about even legal matters. And the Four of Pentacles right here, that could either be, you know, you holding back on your money, you holding back on yourself, you holding on to money, you being stingy, you holding back from yourself, like I said, are you holding on to the past? With this Emperor card, that could either be somebody else or it could be you. The Emperor card could be just you holding on to the idea of being this particular person. The Emperor could be a very controlling person. You know, they could be very controlling. They like things to go their way. And if things don't go their way, or they don't necessarily, if they're not able to see, you know, they're not truly able to see the things clearly, or like see a clear path to things, they do get, you know, they get scared. It's more of a fear type of thing, but the way the defense mechanism that you could operate out of from that fear could be in a very controlling way. So with that, art, like I said, because some of y'all, this is you holding on to the idea of being controlled from somebody else. You know, so it's really just like releasing your past, like I said, being honest with yourself about, you know, certain things, standards that you've had in place in your past, being mindful of what things that people have placed in your own mind. Because some of you guys, this could be a father. Some of you guys, this could be a husband. You know, you just holding on to that idea of, you know, not being in control of your own thoughts, or not being able to really create the life that you want, or just really just feeling that way. You know, so like some of y'all, like y'all know y'all are in control, but it's just something that bird, you see, that bird is right there. And it's like sometimes that bird can get in that light of you just seeing clearly what it is that you want to create for yourself. So some of y'all, it's your own self-defeating thoughts. For some of you guys, it is legit another person. So just being patient with yourself when it comes to you realizing that your thoughts are creating the type of reality that you want, and just being mindful of what thoughts you are bringing down. You know, how do you want to juggle your life? How do you want to create your life? What thoughts are helping you feel the way that you want to feel, the feelings that you want to feel, the things that you want to bring into this physical world, what it is that you want to do, etc. and etc. So that's where you should be more patient with yourself, that just being patient with you creating the thoughts that you want to create. As no, it's not going to happen overnight, especially if it's a subconscious thing. You're going to have to legit reprogram yourself, because when it comes to certain thoughts or feelings that you operate out of, more than likely there are things that have been programmed in you since you were younger, things that you've heard or things that you've seen in the media. And so just being mindful of it. If you're not speaking life into you, if you're not affirming to yourself the type of life that you want to create, if you're not programming yourself, then you are being programmed by the things that you see around you. Media, like social media, the things you see on TV, the conversations that you hear, things that people speak to you, etc. and etc. So yeah, I do feel like that's where you should just be more patient with yourself, you know, waiting until those things do come down into the physical world. And just know, when you tell yourself that you're great, you know, it's going to take some time, but eventually you're going to feel that in the physical world. When you tell yourself that you're beautiful, yeah, it's going to take some time, but you will feel that in this physical world. Just keep reaffirming to yourself, because whatever it is that you're affirming to yourself, you are going to feel in the physical world. So I mean, just look at the thoughts that you're telling yourself now, and then look at your physical world and seeing, okay, yeah, I have been creating that for myself with the thoughts that I've had. I do tell myself I don't, you know, necessarily deserve to go after my skills or my talents or my gifts. You know, I do tell myself sometimes I don't deserve to feel this way and blah, this and blah, that. So really, really being mindful of the thoughts, and then just being patient with yourself as you're changing those thoughts, because they will change. It's just not going to be an overnight thing. So where you can be more kind to yourself. Show me clearly, please, Spirit, where my Libras can be more kind to themselves at. Ooh. That Two of Swords. That's not where you can be more kind to yourself at, but it flipped over. But just look at the difference, you guys. That Two of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. Like the Two of Swords, you know, she has a whole blindfold on. These are things, the decisions she like, I don't even want to make, even though they're nagging at me. So it could be like, you know, just either thoughts that you feel like aren't really helping you progress, or people who you've been around who you feel like just wasn't really helping you progress. You're just like, I don't necessarily want to look at those situations. I don't even want to heal. I don't want to think about it. It's your past that still affects you. But you don't want to look at it, even though those things are literally still being manifested into your physical world, because they're still there. And like I said, it's that subconscious, you know. So making sure, you know, taking that blindfold off and actually looking at your environment around you, observing your thoughts and observing where the source of those thoughts coming from, you know. So let's see where you can be more kind to yourself at. Show me clearly, please, Spirit, where my Libras can be more kind to themselves. Show me clearly, please. I feel like some of y'all could possibly just be in denial about certain things that are affecting you, certain things that have happened to you in your past that is affecting you. It actually is affecting you, and it's okay, because consciously you don't necessarily know. It's that subconscious. I feel that for a lot of you guys. It's subconscious. So it's not going to be just apparent. It's not. You know, you gotta do some deep soul searching to see, oh, why do I keep telling myself these thoughts? Oh, it's because I heard it growing up. I heard it in my school. I heard it from the people that I care about. I heard it from my friends. You know, I kept experiencing that from, you know, my father, or people that I loved, or, you know, or et cetera, et cetera. So let's see, where can I be more patient with myself, or kind? Show me clearly where my Libras can be more kind to themselves at. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is beautiful. I love the fact that the Empress, y'all are heavy. Y'all are heavy in this reading. Libra energy. It's like literally tapping into your own energy. The Empress card is the highest ranking card in the deck, and that's my Libra card as well. But you got the Queen of Pentacles for where you should be more kind to yourself. And this talks about nurturing yourself, nurturing the things in your physical world, nurturing yourself physically. You know, so if you need to go paint your nails, you know, do a little clay mask or whatever, drink some tea with your pinky up, baby, because you know this is what we do over here. We do everything with our pinky up. You eating some noodles, it do not matter. Eat your noodles with your pinky up, baby. Pinky up, okay? But yeah, so Queen of Pentacles is a very motherly person, nurtures herself, nurtures people around her. She's very understanding. So just being kind to yourself when it comes to just nurturing yourself and loving yourself. Even the Empress card, very motherly person, very nurturing person. So you may possibly be here for a lot of people. You nurture a lot of people. Asking yourself if you nurture yourself like you nurture other people. Are you kind to yourself like you're kind to other people? Are you patient with yourself like you're patient with other people? And legit just doing that. Are you expressing yourself? Are you expressing your emotions? Are you being aware of your emotions? Because you have that King of Cups. It's someone who feels a lot, but they don't necessarily express it. They don't speak up for themselves sometimes. And that Death card talks about transformation. So it's like, as you nurture yourself, you are going to see a massive change in the things in your physical reality. You just have to continue to nurture yourself. Continue to believe in the power that you have, the things that you're creating for yourself, etc. and etc. And like I said, these are things in your physical world with the Queen of Pentacles. So just being mindful of the physical environment that you're in, and seeing how your thoughts correlated with that physical environment that you're in, the physical feelings that you're feeling, even how you treat yourself physically. You know, so it's like, if you're not really happy with how you feel or how you treat yourself, asking yourself what thought patterns are helping you do that. You know, do you think you deserve to love yourself? You know, do you think you deserve love? Do you think you deserve to go after your gifts? Do you think you deserve to be the Empress? Because the Empress card, like I said, she's the highest ranking card in the deck. You know, she's what everyone wants to be. She is so in tune with her creativity. She can create anything. It's like literally tapping into your own creative ability, like legit. You feel me? So do you believe you can be that powerful? I know you see that you are very talented, but do you believe that you deserve to be that talented? So the next card talks about the energy that you should focus on. That's overall advice. Energy you should focus on / overall advice. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what energy should my Libras focus on / their overall advice? Interesting. So we have the Queen of Wands with the King of Swords. That's really interesting that the thing that you should love about yourself was that Ace of Swords with that Queen of Swords that's at the top, at the bottom of the deck. So this could be like you balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy, knowing when you should operate out of each, knowing that you don't have, and just being mindful what is each. The masculine energy is more like taking action, executing things. Feminine energy is like creating, the nurturing, and et cetera, and et cetera. So the King of Swords is someone who does everything with integrity. It's a very highly intellectual person, very intellectual. People love to come to this person for advice. The only thing he has a lot of compassion for other people, but sometimes he lacks compassion for himself. And then that Queen of Wands, she's someone who do have a lot of imperfections. She's accepted things in her past that she's not necessarily proud of. She has things about herself that she's not necessarily proud of, but she's not going to allow for that to stop her from taking the action that she wants. She's going to allow for it to embrace her, empower her, empower her. She embraces her imperfection. The Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Wands, is a very, very powerful person. You see, like, she has that light in her hand. She's creative. She's an alchemist. She's a business owner. And the King of Swords is just someone who uses their mind to literally create the things that they want. And we have the Magician card at the bottom of the deck. So focusing on the magic that you have, focusing on what you're putting into this universe, and knowing exactly what you put in is what you're going to get out. It's an infinite thing. So knowing that, tapping into your ability to create, being honest and authentic, operating out of integrity always. And these are kings and queens, baby. So it's know that those are seniors. So it's just like treating yourself and acting as, raising your standards on yourself, acting like a queen, acting like a king, having integrity, speaking with honesty, creating with honesty, etc. and etc. So let's go ahead and start pulling your other oracle cards, your chakra cards. So thank you so very much, Spirit. What message do you have for my Libras concerning our self-love? Show me clues, please. Insecurity tried to come out, and forgiveness came out. And I'm going to take this acceptance too. Forgiveness came out. I'm going to take acceptance. So acceptance talk about root chakra. And that just talks about your beliefs. If you're not creating what it is that you want to create, it's because you do not believe in yourself, and you need to dig those energetic roots deeper. So acceptance says innocence and an inability to see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the protection of spirit guides, good luck, and an increase in self-esteem and confidence. So when I accept myself, I find love. A magical box of self-acceptance appear before you. Your unique qualities reside within. Open it. Are things simple now? Cherry Heart invites you to see yourself as complete, just as the way you are. Am I assessing myself accurately, or I'm distorting my reality in a self-defeating way? Can I simply accept myself? New ways of seeing yourself, embracing imperfections, feeling incomplete, selling yourself short, manifesting knowledge and luck. And then we have forgiveness, you guys. This talks about intuition, and it also talks about your patterns, like the patterns that you unknowingly chosen to copy from your family of origin. So this is like generational curses, traits that you're continuing from either people that you grew up around / your family and friends. And then your ability to do your own soul searching to break those patterns, to realize, what it is, programming yourself pretty much. So forgiveness says, amethysts protect us from toxic situations. This card indicates healing and allowing for yourself to return to the natural state of peace. Once again, remember, we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for loving others who betrayed us. This is a time of personal evolution. And this is really beautiful, because the thing that they're telling you to focus on is to continue to do things out of integrity. Because I see that you have a lot of things, you have a lot of hurt from your past, you guys. And that hurt is there. Sometimes it blocks your life. Sometimes it blocks your vision. It doesn't block you from doing the things that you're supposed to do from a pure heart, but it does block your vision from seeing things clearly sometimes. So forgiving yourself for accepting them, and then just forgiving others. Forgiving others is not really about them. It's really about yourself, because it does hurt to have that resentment in your heart, and you do not deserve for that stuff to block what it is that you're creating. So forgiveness says we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for having judged them. Rhonda's true essence lies not in harboring resentment. She transcends forgiveness because her focus is on her intentions, not on her pain. That is very beautiful. In her intentions, not on her pain. So you see that Queen of Wands, what it is that she wants to create. The Two of Pentacles, if you are focusing on your pain, that's what you're going to create in this physical world. So this says, this may be a time of family healing. Can I forgive myself for loving people who have hurt me? Wishes fulfilled, holding on to dreams, past wounding, belonging, self-forgiveness, and fulfillment. So I'm going to read the meditation for y'all for this one. It says, take a deep breath, exhaling all that does not serve you. That means releasing everything that does not serve your highest good. That's literally standing in the way of you creating a life that you want. Bring forward someone that you are struggling to forgive. See them as a small child. Allow for them to reach out to you. Notice your reaction to them, which deserves your energy, holding on to your dreams or holding on to resentment. Because it's really hard for you guys to create the life that you want if you're holding on to that resentment, because it is going to manifest into your physical world. So let's see if we can work your light oracle, a message they have for you, message you have for my Libras. Okay. So, oh, dang. I didn't know all these cards came out. Ugh. I'm going to just take it. Okay, so we have yes, just say yes. Say yes to your new life. Say yes to your future. Say yes to this now. We have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realm. So that's beautiful because that goes with this acceptance thing. You are protected with everything that you do. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, making sure you're keeping an open heart through the things that you're doing. Sisterhood, beauty, devotion, mystic, teacher, you know. And then we have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. That's beautiful because that's exactly what we was talking about in the beginning. Something that you should love about yourself. You're already doing it. But don't overthink it. Do not overthink it to where you mess up things for yourself. But I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated for whoever this post resonated for. And y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.